Hi, I'm Carlin Bunting with GrandCanyon.com, and unfortunately this time I'm coming to you with some rather difficult news. The Dragon Bravo fire that you see here is on the North Rim, and unfortunately it has destroyed something that is very near and dear to me. But let's just step back in time here for just a minute. Here's the North Rim Lodge in its heyday. The Grand Canyon Lodge employees used to do sing-aways. And here's a picture of that. This is back from the 1930s. And then, of course, here it was last week. This was the Grand Canyon Lodge, built in 1936, 1937. And it's one of the park's, was one of the park's iconic historic landmarks. Unfortunately, there was a bad event that occurred on Saturday night. And the North Rim Lodge caught fire from the Dragon Bravo fire, which is burning up much of the North Rim infrastructure. We are very grateful that all employees and none of the public have been harmed so far. Unfortunately, a lot of the North Rim infrastructure has been destroyed, and there was a chlorine leak that made it extremely dangerous there for a while, and that still may remain a threat. It is continuing to burn. It is continuing to destroy many of the iconic things that we remember so well there at the North Rim. The North Kaibab Trail parking lot has been overcome, and when I looked at the map today, it was right at the Supai Tunnel restrooms. So a couple of places that are very important to me, not to mention the Coconino Overlook. I've gone rim to rim many times, and it is burning down in one of my favorite places. And here's what we have left of the iconic North Rim Lodge. This is a picture that's being shared out in the media quite heavily. You'll see that the walls of the lodge remain standing, but it has burned down all the rooms, the sunroom, the restaurant, and then the meeting rooms there as well as many of the cabins behind the North Rim Lodge, the Western and those Pioneer cabins. I've spent nights in both of them, all very happy places for me. In fact, one of the happiest moments here recently for me was when my grandson was in the sunroom and he was walking out on the sun deck. And you'll see a happy grandpa back there behind his grandson. This is kind of hard for me. And then there's Bridie. Oh, man, I so hope that Bridie survived the fire. I don't know, this is, I believe, a bronze statue of Bridie of the Grand Canyon. In 5th grade, I remember reading Bridie of the Grand Canyon. If you haven't read that book, it's a great read. And Bridie used to sit right there in the sunroom of the North Rim Lodge here at Grand Canyon. Well, let's talk about where things are at right now. The South Rim is still open. It's open all year around, but as of now, the North Rim is closed for the rest of the year, and we'll see what kind of announcements as they assess the damage, and we'll see what accessibility is going to be available beyond 2025. We do want you to know that the South Rim is open and that there's still plenty to do here, but we're also saddened by the loss of the North Rim, at least for 2025. As of today, here's what's important for you to know. The North Kaibab Trail and the South Kaibab Trail, as well as Phantom Ranch and Bright Angel Trail down to Havasupai, or beyond Havasupai Gardens, down to Phantom Ranch, all closed. The Inner Canyon is closed at this time while the Dragon Bravo fire continues to burn on. And that's the biggest thing that you need to know. If you do have an Inner Canyon hike planned, you need to get with the National Park Service ASAP and find out what your options are. Well, what we do want you to know is that the South Rim remains open, that there are still plenty of activities that you can come here and do. The air tours still remain open. The Hummer tours and ground tours still remain open. And of course, the Grand Discovery Air Tour are all here still waiting for you. Papillon Helicopters operates the North Canyon, the Grand Kingdom, all of these tours. The Grand Discovery is operated by Grand Canyon Airlines, but you can book it through Papillon. The Grand Kingdom and the Horseshoe Bend and Antelope Canyon Adventure Tour, one of my favorite tours, is also available. I just want to make sure you know that the Hummer tours are available, the Signature Hummer and the Sunset Signature still available and operating. We would love to see you. And of course, I've shown you Grand Canyon Airlines tours, the Grand Discovery, the Horseshoe Bend, and the Grand Discovery Rim to Sky, where it combines the Hummer. So all of these activities remain open. The Grand Canyon IMAX remains open. We want you to still come and visit us here at the Grand Canyon. We've got planning guides for you. We got hotels, we got tours, all on the South Rim. Of course, the North Rim is closed, and we're deeply saddened by that. Anyway, we wanted you to be aware of this. Please come visit us at the Grand Canyon, and please watch the Dragon Bravo fire. If there's any other changes, we'll let you know. But come join us. Don't stop booking the tours here at the Grand Canyon. The east side with the Little Colorado River, Marble Canyon, Antelope, and Horseshoe remain open. The south side remains open. The west side, where the Grand Canyon Skywalk and all of the activities over there at Grand Canyon West, all remain open. All inter-canyon rafting trips still remain operable. So that's the news we have for you from the Grand Canyon. Very unfortunate that we've lost the North Rim, but there's still plenty to do here, and we'll look forward to seeing you at the Grand Canyon.